Hey everybody, welcome back to another video playthrough of the Hobbit saga. I'm Dave Walsh, host of Card Talk, and I'm here with one of, I would guess, Matt, at this point, like, I don't even want to call you just a patron of the show, because I think, like, you and I are friends. Like, we've had conversation outside of, like, Lord of the Rings stuff about, personal lives and, talking about things going on. So anyways, but here we are. We're back at it with the saga stuff, Matt. So how's it going?
Pretty good. Had a nice long break from this quest, so I feel reinvigorated to try this one out.
Do you really feel reinvigorated? I was getting so frustrated. So I can imagine, like, we had 7 playthroughs and they didn't work. We had more than that. We only published 7 of them.
I mean, the break has helped quite a bit, I think, in terms of making that a fading memory and kind of like, I really want to see if we can kind of manage to pull this out, especially since Carl Swanson commented on one of our videos he was able to do it two-handed with these decks. So it's like, it should be possible. We haven't hit the right combination of cards or the right strategy yet.
That's right. There's a lot of stuff different about this. First of all, it's about 6 months since we've done this, so we've had enough of a break, like you were saying. We're recording at night instead of during the day. I'm recording in my in-laws' basement instead of in my 3rd floor of my old house. So there's a lot of new and exciting things. So and we've gotten some tips and tricks from the community, including Carl, about some ways to beat it with these decks. And I think it's important to remind people, that the goal of this was the goal of this whole series is to play the Hobbit saga, and try to beat it with the recommended decks in the back of the instruction manual from the book. So I think, we've come close a couple of times. So hopefully we can get over the hump, so we can get on to the next box and the next group of quests, the next 3 quests, because some of my favorite quests are in the second box. Like the Battle of 5 Armies is still pretty awesome, and I do like Flies and Spiders, the 4th scenario that's in this. I could leave the one with Smog in it, but I've beaten it.
Well, some recent community discussion around that, I think pretty much everyone is in agreement. The Lonely Mountain is not a great quest.
Yeah, it's hard, but when we get to that, we will probably explain exactly why it's hard, or we'll probably live it a few times. But also new with this, right? You updated the spreadsheet, right? Our famous, I don't even want to call it our famous spreadsheet. This is your famous spreadsheet, right?
I did. I found some better probability maths, so now it calculates the odds of not just the chance of drawing the next card, but it will calculate the odds based on if we will get a success or get the right combination card type of thing over 2 or 3 cards, depending on what the counter card is. And I've got that all set up by encounter card now, so we're not like scanning across the table, and I got some charts to hopefully make it easier for myself to read. So it's got some better math, and it's going to hopefully be a little easier to read and kind of be like, oh, we should definitely try this one, and our odds are this.
Right. There we go. That sounds perfect. I would say we would post a link to it, but it's unique to whatever player deck you're running, or player decks in this case that you're running. So it's a little bit. I mean, we can post a link to it and people can copy it and include, I guess, their own, but it becomes a little bit more. I guess it doesn't really work well, right?
it should still work okay as long as people modify the card list and go into some of the group cells and put in the right types and counts and things like that.
Right.
If they go beyond the tables that I have currently set up, they may have to go in and start altering formulas, which would get a little dicey for a lot of people, I would think.
Right.
But it's hard to tell. This community is full of very intelligent people, so
Right.
some of them will probably look at this and go, "Oh, this is a little sloppy," and be like, "Yeah, it's hurrying." So.
Right. Well, how about this? We'll post a link to it in the description. Wouldn't it be awesome if we had just a place to just post all the Card Talk resources that we developed? But I don't know. Anyways,
Maybe someday in the future, right?
Someday in the future, right? But having said this, Matt, so you're running the encounter deck, so I guess, in the interest of keeping everything different, I guess I can introduce the scenario. Normally, I would toss it over to you and say, Matt, what do we got here? But you know what? I'll introduce the scenario. So this is Dungeon Deets. Maybe I shouldn't introduce the scenario. And I've been very conscientious trying to say Hobbit Saga because I always say Habba Saga. And so, anyways, don't
summon any
tongue-tied,
when you
right?
say that.
I know. So, okay. So this is Dungeons Deep and Caverns Dim. It's the third scenario in the first Hobbit Saga box. And it's, so now we have defeated the Goblin King and down in Goblin Town, and we're trying to work our way out. And this is the famous scene it's amazing in the books, and it's also done really well in the movies, I think. And so we have Bilbo and Gollum riddling to get the ring. You can see those two here. They're off in their own little separate staging area where you can't interact with them, and so that represents where the dwarves are separated from from Bilbo, and Bilbo's down in the lake in the mountain. So here we are trying to fight. We in the main staging area and player area are trying to fight our way out. This is a kind of a classic swarm scenario where we have to fight our way out, and then eventually we all come back together and hopefully get out. But who knows? We haven't been lucky enough so far to get out. So I'm going to so on the first quest card 1A, it says, after killing the Great Goblin, Bilbo's companions fought to win their escape from the goblins. By the time they realized that Bilbo had been lost in the darkness, it was too late to turn back and search for him. And so this is where we get the Lake and the Cavern right here. Has 4 threat because it's twice the number of players in the game. And again, we're playing the recommended decks in the back of the encounter, or in back of the instruction manual. So I will show you what I have in my hand. I have some good cards to start. I'm not going to take a mulligan at this point because I want to see that Lore of Imladris to heal Gimli. Although I would probably like to see... Maybe I will take a mulligan because I want to see weapons and armor and stuff like that. Okay, I'm going to take a mulligan. See, I had myself talked into not taking a mulligan, and now I am going to take a mulligan. Okay, so I get a Citadel Plate, and I get Protector of Lorien, and so, okay, I get a Feint, I get Burglar Baggins, so that's good. Okay, it looks like I'm set. And so Matt, looks like 2 Test of Wills and an Overhill, Underhill Gandalf is pretty good, plus a Keely's not horrible, except it'd probably be better to get Feely out because you have more of the resources there, but whatever. We'll take it, right?
Well, actually, it's going to work out, and I did mulligan while you were talking about this scenario because my opening hand was a lot of trash with a couple Spare Hood and Cloaks. Keely, Druid of Gondor were in my opening hand before. But other than that, there was hardly anything that I could play right away.
Right.
This one's better because I'll have a few allies, and I was gonna say it works out because I could put Stewart on Nori, get Keely out, then get Feely. I'll have the 5 dwarves online, and so Thorin will start getting extra resources.
Right. And that's what we like to see right there from the beginning is extra resources. So, okay, well, hopefully we don't thread out and go crazy here.
It'd be good.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's get started, right?
Sounds good.
I guess you got to flip the quest card and go from there, right? Okay,
right.
So it says players cannot advance to 3A unless both 1B and 2B are complete. So I think 1B is, or 2B is the riddle quest card, and so that's separate, right? And so this sets this up. And okay, so it says reveal 1 additional encounter card per player during the staging step, and that's the hard part,
right?
Because
so we're going to be revealing 4 cards a turn.
Right. Okie doke.
Well, I got a Wandering Took, which is not terrible. Another Body is always good.
Another Body is good. Okay, and I got a Blade of Gondolin. So I think when we do this, we just do we'll just plan all together, right? What do we call it? Non-simultaneous planning. Simultaneous planning.
Simultaneous planning.
Yeah. So. Okay, and then we'll do this. Okay.
And go get. So, did as I talked about with the opening hands, and now just need Feely. And voila, 5 dwarves, assuming that they survive.
Right. Okay. So, and I have Protector of Lorien out onto Thalon, which is a reasonable target for that. I guess I could put Protector of Lorien on somebody over here who's going to quest for you. Is there somebody better suited for Protector of Lorien?
Probably not, because as we saw in the previous playthroughs, my deck struggles with card draw.
Right.
Whereas yours, because of Ori, you tend to have the fuel for Protector.
Right. Yep. Not right this moment, but hopefully I will at some point. Okay, well, let's get questing then, right?
Sounds good.
So 1, I quest for 3. I'll keep track of how much we quest for. So that's 3.
We got 4 quest cards coming out. Don't remember how much threat we get from this, but we'll need some people up to fight. Yeah, I'll send Gloin as well this time, so that we're 8.
So
It'll
we're
be about 2 threat a card that way.
Okay. So we have 8 in, and we have 4 in the staging area already. I think that's the...
Oh yes, that's the other rub with it.
But
there's a lot of treacheries in this, so
yep, it is what it is, right?
So. All right, card number 1 then. It's the Goblin Axeman, so no riddle.
Gets a damage.
Yes, from Thalon. Good call.
Right.
This is a riddle. Come down, little bird. So either we have to search for a creature enemy and put into play engaged with us, or we do the riddle, which is this one is type
and cost.
Yeah.
And 3 cards. See, I'm tempted to do this one because the treachery is going to bring out more, because we would each get a creature engaged with us.
And we still have 2 cards to go, and we have one other enemy coming in, so...
Right, so I feel like while we want to, like, we still have to make progress on the current. So I feel like this is one that we should do the riddle on.
This is one we actually have a pretty decent chance of getting correct.
Yeah.
The first player needs time. So this one, my best is going to be Event 1.
Event 1. Okay. So.
All right, and so I need to mine 2 cards.
You get
3 cards.
3, yeah. So.
And according to my chart here, which no one can see, I have 55% chance of getting a success. So.
Okay, that's good.
So Event 1. Right cost, wrong type. Nope. And there we go.
There's an Event 1, so that's good. Okay, so that was successful, so we get
a progress on riddles.
We get a progress on riddles.
And Bilbo doesn't have to defend.
Right. So that's good. Yay.
Okay.
Okay.
Card number 3.
Card number 3. Okay.
What's in my pocket? So we have to riddle on this one. There's no choice.
Okay. First player names a sphere and a cost. And then top 2 cards.
And I should remember to update my spreadsheet for those cards. So it's a Snowborn Scout.
And the Steward and a Burglar Baggins.
Burglar Baggins. Alright, so what's in my pocket?
Thematically, I really like this card. I mean, play-wise, I don't like it because it forces you to have to do the thing. But I always like when there's choices. But I think thematically, I really like this card because this is the time in the story where the riddle is there, right? So this is the type of treachery that you're here for, right? It's like, okay,
right.
You have to answer the riddle.
And I should remember to shuffle my deck before the riddle.
Yep.
Alright, so on this one, I have a 27% chance either with Leadership 0 or Leadership 1. I'm going to try Leadership 1, I think.
Okay.
Since that worked out for us last time.
Okay.
And this is 3?
2.
2. Alright. Right sphere, wrong cost.
Yep. Leadership
Right sphere,
0. Oh,
right.
man. Now, do we want to defend or do we want to pay?
So, So we need the resources later or something. I think we could go ahead.
I was going to say, I'm okay defending this time. I mean, it's...
Yeah, I'd say so too. This is card 3, so we may luck out and not need to riddle on card 4.
Okay.
So Bilbo will defend and take a damage.
Okay.
And we lose what's in my pocket.
Yep.
Actually, oh yeah, no shadow for that. All right, card number 4 then.
And
is the Warg's Glade.
I think we just keep that, right?
Yeah, I would agree.
Not try to answer the riddle.
This will be even, so we won't quest successfully, but we don't gain any threat. We only have 1 enemy to deal with. And we could travel to the Warg's Glade to try and quest through it.
Yep. So we quest neutral. We're not successful, but we're not horrible.
I just realized I forgot to lower my threat for playing Keeley thanks to Nori.
Oh yeah. That's always good.
All right. So I think we're okay to travel to this Warg's Glade.
I think so. I think there's no creature enemies out there to do anything. I can take the Axemen, and I'll take an undefended onto Gimli to help power up Gimli. So
sounds good to me.
And then yeah. And then,
all right, so undefended.
Undefended on Gimli.
No shadow.
So Gimli takes 2 damage, I think, right? I know the Axemen have. So +1 for each cave location. So there's 1 cave location, so he takes 3 damage, actually. Okay. And now, so Gimli's swinging for 5. 6 if it's an
the
orc.
Orc's Glade is not a cave location.
But the lake in the cavern is.
So he's only 2 attack, right? You're only taking 2 damage then.
Oh, yeah. I was looking at his defense. I was looking at the Axeman's defense. Okay, so I'm taking 2. Nonetheless, I will swing back and kill. I will kill this guy, and then do, because of this, I will put a.
Yep.
Put a
progress in the active location.
Yep, and then I will exhaust this to play this and draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good.
So we've got 2 veteran axe hands.
Yep.
And a hammersmith.
Right. Did you count the cram and the Keeley that you?
Oh,
the Feely discarded?
Nope, not yet.
Okay.
Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah.
Okay.
This scenario feels like business more than pleasure to me sometimes. It's like, don't forget to do this, don't forget to do that, don't forget to do this.
And you know what? It doesn't feel as bad as some of the quests I've been playing lately. You get to Herodrum and Eredmithrin have a lot of triggers to keep track of.
I know, those are my favorite. Those are still my favorite, though. Like, I just feel like I'm right there when I'm playing those quests. So, okay, what do we do?
For the next round, yeah?
I think so. Okay, Control N. Okay, so I guess I should put out a dwarf here. I want to get a citadel plate, but I don't know. Should I save for a citadel plate, or should I? What's your? Getting 5 dwarves online is really good.
I think it's gonna be a while for the citadel before you'll have the resource for citadel plate, and plus the veteran axe hand gives you more defense options than taking undefended attacks, right?
Yeah, I think you're right. Bodies are better than stuff. That's what I've found out. Bodies are better than stuff. And then next time around I'll be able to trigger the whatchamacallit, and I'll be able to put Cram back into your hand.
Be good. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and do a very good tail here and see if I can get some more dwarves out.
Oh, that'd be great.
Very good tail. Late Adventurer. There's a guard.
We'll take that.
And Cram and Hasty Stroke. So,
that's
not a very good tail there.
No.
Right,
I think our ultimate goal is still to play the Nightmare version of this with decks of our own creation. Thematic dwarf decks, but still, with our own creation, which would be fun. So.
Now we've gotten some more things to do with that since Bond of Friendship and things like that came out.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of fun options that we have. So, if I were you, make sure Cram gets put on the top as the topmost attachment.
It's the very top card right now.
Okay, good. Okay, is there anything else you're gonna do? You could put out the Wandering Took.
That is very true. Why did I not just give him additional resources? Apparently I'm getting rusty since Grant and I haven't been playing as often.
Yeah.
All right, let's get the Wandering Took out there.
This is funny because usually I'm the one with all the people on board, and now you're the one with all the people on board. Like at least my recollection is that I always have a decent board state, and then your board state's always a little rough. Maybe this is a good sign. Knock on wood.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. It definitely seems like this deck usually struggles a lot more. So
right.
I'm not going to complain about that.
Right.
All right. So questing.
Quest.
Send 5 again.
I'll send 3 for a total of 8, and then there's 4 in the staging area.
Yeah, maybe I should send a little more so we can try to clear that location out.
Yeah, and I can also discard something to Thalon to increase his willpower with Protector of Orion if we need to. Now that we have some.
Yeah, why don't I send my other 2? Hope we luck out like last time with just one enemy.
You're a real glutton, aren't you?
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
You could. I was gonna say you could save the 2 and just send Nori, and that would give you the same amount of willpower.
Well, Nori tends to be a decent defender for me with his 2 defense and 4 hit points.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so we're sending 9.
Sending 9.
Okay. That sounds good.
All right.
Okay.
Card 1. Goblin Miners.
That looks when it comes off the deck. I always think that's the Chetwood from Intruders in Chetwood. It looks like that, but that's fine. So that's 2 threat. So we're 6 against 9 now.
All right. And we got Goblin Runners, which surges
And gets a damage into some wargs.
We could riddle against the Wild Wargs.
I'm looking at engagement costs, and right now everything's going to come down at us. So that's going to be exciting, I guess, to say the least.
The Wild Wargs are just type, which both of us have a pretty decent chance of getting correct.
I could do well. It's me, anyways. So yeah, I mean, let's do it just to save from having 3 enemies out there, at least for now, because that's card number 2 only, right?
Yeah, because of the surge on Goblin Runners.
Right. I did have Expecting Mischief that says deal 2 damage to the first enemy revealed, but I decided not to play it because I wanted to get the Erebor Hammersmith back into play. But okay, so what am I doing? I'm doing type.
Correct.
And
your
top
best
2 cards.
Your best right now is Event with a 71% chance.
Now, did you look at, that I drew 3 cards? You are looking at my hand and all that good stuff? 2 Veteran Axe hands. And
let's see.
Expecting
Mischief.
That was
not get updated. Hammersmith is there. Veteran Axe hands.
Then everybody else would be there. So Expecting Mischief. That's not going to change the percentages that much. So
it shouldn't. Yeah, just from 71 to 69%. So
okay.
It's still your best shot.
Okay, so I'm saying event, and I have to shuffle my deck first. I always forget. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle deck, and we say event. Ally. Event. Okay, good. So
that was Dory and Radagast Cutting.
Yep, and we get 1 progress on the...
Right.
So that was card 2. So we have 2 more cards. We're still 9 willpower against 6.
7.
No, 7. 7 threat. Okay.
Card 3 is the Goblin Driver, and
Exhaust
you
one.
have to exhaust a character.
Okay. Veteran Axe Hand.
And last card, and Goblin. Oh, not a last card.
And each
And
of those guys are
Sturges.
getting a damage.
Yes. Grab, pinch, nab. Starting with the first player, each player must choose one goblin enemy from the discard pile and add it to the staging area.
Okie doke.
You know what? I have a test of will for that one. We're going to go ahead and use it.
Okay. That sounds amazing.
So no grip, nab, pinch, nab. Thank you.
So
We got
we're
enough goblins.
so 4, 6, 7, 10, 11. 11 over 9, we raise our threat by 2.
All right.
It's exciting. Okay, so now engagements, which is everybody's going to come down, so it's just a matter of who wants what. The runners are the ones with the most attack, and everything else. I mean, I can take a runner and the driver. I don't care. Whatever. It doesn't matter to me. I'm gonna feint something because I'm gonna have to, but we each are gonna have to take 2 because I'm first player. So yeah, no matter what, engagement rules are gonna say we both have to take 2.
Okay. Well, the Goblin Driver with its 2 defense is going to be tough for my team right now to handle.
Okay, so I'll take the driver.
So, all right.
Because I'll be able to kill that guy pretty easily.
And then I could, if we just follow the engagement rules, I'll get the miners, and we'll each get a runner, which seems to be pretty evenly split.
That sounds great. Okay.
Okay. So shadows for you. Shadows for me.
Okay, so I'm gonna feint the driver. No, not the driver, the runner.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll get rid of that, and
I should ask how you're defending that first.
I'm not. I'm gonna take it undefended.
All right. Well, then you don't have a shadow, so it's just
okay.
2.
I didn't see the shadow, just so you know. I was doing something else. So I take 2 damage.
You do take 2 damage.
Okay, I think the best thing for me to do is put it on Gimli. Okay, and so I'm done with defenses.
Alright. Then I will defend my Goblin Runners with Nori. Defending character gets -1 defense, so he'll end up taking 2.
It's not horrible.
And then we will let the Wandering Took defend this one. Defending player deals damage among characters he controls equal number of goblin enemies engaged with him. So I have to take 2 damage.
Plus, you have to take the. Oh no, you don't.
You know what? I'm going
the
to.
Wandering Took actually lives to tell the tale.
It does take does live.
Glowing gets the money. Yep. That's
Yep.
good. Glowing gets the money.
And
hey, must be the money. Okay, so I will. I guess I will kill the. I mean, the best thing to do is to kill the runner, right? Because he's attacking for 3 as opposed to the driver, which is attacking for 2. So I'll attack and destroy the runner and put a progress onto the active location because of the blade of Gondolin. Okay, and that's about it.
Okay.
I guess we're going to stay engaged with a whole bunch of people. Okay, you ready?
Yep, I am ready.
Okay, I don't know if I am, but we'll go from there. Oh. I just got a Goblin Cleaver, which is really nice for me to get rid of that driver. So,
Well, I actually have good news for you on that front anyway. I have the resources and means to play a Longbeard Orc Slayer, which would kill everything engaged with us right now.
oh, well, guess what? Why don't you play a Longbeard Orc Slayer? Because this is the time to do it, you know? Like,
Yep, because that will deal 1 damage to all 3 goblins. Oh, it won't kill the driver, I guess. That'll
That's
get him
okay.
down to 2.
That's okay.
He's got 3. But that'll kill these 2. And I get to drop my threat by 1. Thanks to Nori.
And I'm going to play another Veteran Axe Hand. And I'm going to also play the Erebor Hammersmith for 2. I'm going to look in my discard pile just to see what it... I don't think I have any... Yeah, I don't have any attachments. So you get to put the topmost attachment into your hand. And
Okay.
That cram may be looking really good right about now.
Oh, that's the... I guess I have Steward in there, which we do not want back in my hand. Yeah.
You don't have that's why I said put to make sure cram gets on the top, because the Erebor Hammersmith just puts the topmost attachment back into play. The Erebor Hammersmith is one of these unsung cards that I think is it's pretty good. Before Reforged came out, I guess this was the way to recur attachments. You know,
I certainly did.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. Like playing solo, I don't know how often you played solo. I guess you played solo a lot, but like, I just never recurred attachment. It was just a mechanic that I never played much when I was playing solo. You know what I mean by that?
Oh, I used it quite often because the Hobbit box was one of the first expansions I got. So, Erebor Hammersmith to get cram back was like, yes, this is the combo I need to get
Right.
some additional ready, especially to keep Dane up so I get the bonus.
Right, and the Wind Whipped Rain gets rid of all those stupid attachments, and yeah, it's silly. Okay.
So, I guess
Question
here. Well, the other thing too is I have enough resources. I could play my Snowborn Scout and my Overhill Underhill Gandalf, and we could start trying to really quest through, I guess.
Well,
But
yeah,
we don't have a lot of riddles answered yet.
Right, doing the Overhill Underhill Gandalf thing may help. Are there 3 copies of it? The only reason why I say Overhill Underhill is because in case we get engaged with a whole bunch of enemies again. I don't know how many enemies versus other cards there are in the deck, but we've gotten killed with 7 enemies in the first 2 rounds so far. So
yeah,
unless you want to keep
3 copies of Overhill Underhill Gandalf, but I could keep him back for a while still.
I mean, yeah, if you keep him in your hand too, I guess. I don't know. It's up to you.
We just got that is the wrong thing. I just got a pretty good board state here built up a little bit, especially with the Longbeard Orc Slayer. So
yeah, I mean,
I'll hold off on for another turn, and we'll see if we can't get some more riddles answered.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that our board state is about as good. Like, the only thing that I could do is get some Citadel plates onto Gimli right now. And so that's going to take a couple of rounds, but we're not going to answer, 7 progress worth of riddles on this. Plus, we're not going to make 14 progress on the main quest 1B. So, oh yeah, okay. I was about to say, what we haven't been doing is revealing an extra encounter card, but we have been. Okay. So let's quest, I guess.
Yep. And something is up with my Thorn card.
What's up with it?
No, it's...
For some reason, I'm controlling it. Maybe you passed control to me. Here, I will send control. Here, I'll take control of it, and then I will... oh, well.
Yeah, it's showing like 2 versions of it, and kind of like, oh, there, now it's snapped back.
Okay.
Like I was in the process of moving it somehow, and I got stuck kind of in that in-between state.
I gotcha. Is it good now?
Yep, it's back to where it should be.
Okay.
So, 5. No, we'll send them. I've got a few more people out to help.
Okay, I'm just gonna send my normal 3, I guess. I mean, I could send the Hammersmith, but I also want something to chump if I need it. Does that make sense?
Yep. Actually, let's do that. I have a chump, but yeah, we've gotten a couple enemies engaged at a time, so.
Right.
All right, we got 5, 6, 7 from me, and 5 from you.
3 from me.
3.
So that's 10. 10 versus 4. Okie doke. Let's hope that we can get through something this time around.
All right, first card. It likes riddles.
First
So
player
we have
must
to choose.
answer the riddle on the card. If he finds at least one match, discard cards from the encounter deck until another card with the riddle is discarded to answer that riddle. So we can either do 2 riddles or 1 riddle. This is another one that I think is super thematic. I don't like the picture of Gollum on the card, but I do think that this is another one of the, like, this is what you want in terms of theme, like where you're being forced to answer riddles, right? So in here it says you must answer the riddle, or if you get the match, you would discard cards and find another riddle and then answer that riddle. So you can do 2 riddles for 1 card. I don't know. I don't think that's what we want to do necessarily. So
No, we don't have any progress on 1B yet, so
right.
we might as well just do 1.
Right. So the first player names
Cost,
which is good. When you only have one thing to have to identify, it becomes a little more betterer.
All right, so it looks like 1 cost is going to be my best bet at a 48% chance here.
1
And
cost.
2 cards. There's 3 cost and 1 cost.
Hey, okay. So we successfully
So-
riddled.
Yes, and get progress there.
Okay.
Apparently, I keep thinking the damage button is progress.
No,
So
that's fine.
Ever Vigilant and the Silver Load Archer. These games are probably the most I've ever played Silver Load Archer since I opened the core box.
You know what we haven't been doing is
What?
getting extra resources on Bilbo. I don't think we have to, but we have the ability to get extra resources on Bilbo if we wanted to. Because we're at 3 now, so we could have. But I think we're good.
Right, we've only had to defend 1 attack. And usually we've been using the ring when we need the extra chances on riddles.
Right. It's always good to have the extra chances banked up, but I think we're okay. We have 3 extra chances at this point, so
Right.
we're good. But
All right.
so
Card 2.
card 2, another treachery. So this is what we did last time, right? Starting with the first player, each player must search the encounter deck.
Or, well, we did the riddle last
Discard.
time rather than take the
Right.
creatures because we had a bunch of enemies to deal with
Right.
already.
Now it's not. See, this is the thing. It gets put engaged with us, so the threat wouldn't count against us in the staging area, and we have much more ability to deal with
The creatures.
creatures. I wouldn't be opposed to that. But
I don't remember what the creature enemies are like in this one.
it's going to be the wargs. It's going to be
the wargs.
Yeah,
Oh, the wild wargs.
the wild wargs, and then I think that there's another like a warg pack or something stupid like that in this.
So I could always throw the scout to chump. I wouldn't be able to kill it this turn. Well, yeah,
I don't have a
I
problem
can.
doing. I don't have a problem doing the riddle either because again, I think our board state's looking pretty good, and eventually we're going to have to get up to 9 progress on the quest.
Yeah.
We could also go slowly through 1B instead of slowly through 2B if we're trying to. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Well, I've also kind of wondered if we need to start pushing to advance anyway, do the riddles, so that when we are ready to get out of the fire pace, our board states are looking pretty good.
Right.
And I'm about out of cards already in my hand.
Right.
I guess the Citadel Plate would be the main improvement at this point. And after that, it's like we better run to the end before we get run down by goblins.
Exactly. Right.
So
maybe
let's do the riddle.
Let's do the riddle. Okay. And hopefully we match a couple.
All right.
Type and cost.
Yeah. So this is going to be event 1 for me.
Event
Top 3.
1. Okay.
Ally 3. No.
Oh, boo.
And Guard of the Citadel, so none there.
So do we want to spend? We can.
Yeah, I think we should spend 1.
Okay.
Should be enough.
We can spend 1 and see what we get.
Not an event 1.
We can spend another. I mean, that's what they're there for.
All right. Nope.
Do we roll the dice again? Or do we give Bilbo the damage?
I think we give Bilbo the damage at this point. We still have the ring, and we've got 2 more cards coming.
Okay.
So I need to update. Let's see. Poor Glamdring.
I know, that's so sad. Plus you lost some allies there that
would be helpful.
That would be helpful. But that's
Card.
Okay. If I get another Erebor Hammersmith, make sure that Glamdring gets put on top.
And Spare Hood and Cloak.
As much on top as possible.
Just make sure Spare Hood and Cloak gets discarded first.
Right.
Although I guess technically these all get discarded from the top of my deck, so no.
We can't get Glamdring.
No,
okay.
We can't get Glamdrings. Technically, the Spare Hood and Cloak was the last one discarded, so I will put them back in the right order.
So I think the only one that matters is that Spare Hood and Cloak is back on top. So.
Yeah. All right.
Well.
All right, so card 3.
Card 3, let's do it. Oh,
likes riddles.
More riddles.
All right, let's...
Cost. 2 cards. Cost. So while Matt's figuring all this out, just so everybody knows, the riddle mechanic, you can, if a card has a riddle on it, you can choose to do the riddle and not do the when revealed. So I guess I should have explained that turn 1, but nonetheless, here we are. We have a card that that's when revealed would allow us to do 2 riddles, which could accelerate us getting through the thing, or we could do the riddle, which would be just be 1 riddle. So it's part of that decision-making process that we have to make in order to get through this. Typically, 1 riddle is enough per card, but who knows? So I think we're choosing to answer the riddle because we don't want to run Bilbo out of resources or do anything crazy. So
right.
We failed that, so Bilbo is exhausted and takes a damage.
That's correct.
Okay. And so now it likes top 2 cards, and it's cost. What cost are you? Did you shuffle? And are you gonna?
I did shuffle, and cost 1 is looking to be the best chance still.
Okay. What's the percentage?
Just 53% according to my chart.
Okay,
and
so it's better than 1-to-1 odds.
Making sure Google Sheets was recalculating everything, and it doesn't seem to have a refresh like Excel does, which is annoying me.
That is annoying.
All right, well, let's roll the dice here. So cost 1. There it
Hey!
is.
Well, let's see. Maybe
And
we
we got-
get 2. Let's see.
Yep, I did get 2.
So that's good. I mean, it's not good, but it's good. I hate to see sneak attack go down, especially since you have Overhill, Underhill, Gandalf in your hand. But we get 2 progress on 2B, so that's looking pretty good.
Well, the good news, at least, is there's still 1 more in the deck.
Yep.
And all right, that was card 3, so we're at card 4 already.
Yep.
And this is that one where we have to go and get goblin enemies and add them to the staging area.
Okay. Well, that's
Discard pile.
only from the discard pile. That's fine. But it's not revealed, so I can take an Axeman or a, I don't care which one. There's the Axeman in the discard pile. There's the what's the other one?
Goblin. We've got goblin runners.
We don't want the runners because they attack for a little bit more.
Goblin miners.
The miners, those are also good to take.
All right. Let's grab those 2 then.
Okay. Now, your first player. Well, I guess now we have to.
So we've got 8 threat in the staging area after that. So we make 2 progress.
2 progress.
Which will complete our active location finally. And put 1 on the quest.
Okay, so now we have a choice. We can.
I could optional 1, so I get the other one, and then you would only have to deal with the driver.
I'm gonna Goblin Cleaver something. So give me 1. I don't care what.
Let's just do this then, because they're pretty much the same.
You know what we should have done? Wait, go back.
Oh.
Go back. We're gonna go back in time a little bit. Let's do this because every little bit helps. Go get a Goblin Runner, because they're only 1 threat.
Okay.
You see where I'm going with this? Maybe not.
Oh, because you're going to Goblin Cleaver it anyway.
Yeah.
You'll have 1 less threat.
Right.
Let's keep the miners. They have less defense.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so I will. I'll take the runner, and we get an extra progress on the frying pan, out of the frying pan. Right.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, and you're player 1, so you get to defend.
I do get to defend, and we'll use Nori. I don't need to risk. I don't need to chump yet. No shadow, no damage.
There's the wild wargs.
Okay.
And then I will. First things first is I will use Goblin Cleaver and kill the runners. Okay, and now I will defend with the Erebor Hammersmith.
No shadow.
Okay, so he takes 1 damage. I think, yes. Okay, that's good.
Correct.
Yep.
Attacking back, I am first player, so he's only got 1 defense, only 3 attack. Fortunately, Feely and my Longbeard Orc Slayer are enough to handle that.
They are long bearding and orc slaying. And I feel like this is a good, that's a good idea right there.
And that will put a progress on out of the frying pan for us.
Right. So, slow but sure wins the race here. Okay.
All right.
Control N, right?
Yep.
And I just got Secret Paths, which doesn't really help us much, but whatever.
Well, I just got another Overhill, Underhill Gandalf, so I think I'm going to play 1.
And you have a million resources to play them. And you can also keep them out for a little bit if you need to, right?
Yes, I can.
Oh,
But it raises my threat significantly to do that.
I have 5 dwarves, so I get to draw an extra card. Oh, guess what? I just got Core Gandalf.
Nice.
Yes. Yes, it is, Matt. This is good stuff.
Oh, I paid the resources. I should go ahead and put my Gandalf out.
Yeah, put your Gandalf out. This will be the thing. We'll do this. I have Secret Paths, which is nice. I think I may play Expecting Mischief. Because we're probably guaranteed to get an enemy, right? So
far, that's been the case.
Yeah.
Does it say it has to be revealed? Revealed from the encounter deck.
Yeah, revealed from the encounter deck. But that's fine. Unless you think it'd be better off to keep it for the stage 3. But I always feel like whenever we plan, like when you plan for stage 3, then you never get through stage 1 or 2, you know?
Yeah, go ahead and play it.
Okay, so this is, technically I can't play it until the quest phase, but
okay.
I'll still play it and put it here. And then.
Well, I think we're ready to quest anyway, right?
Yeah, it says play before
play quest phase before staging stuff, and there's an action window before committing characters, so we're good.
Yeah. Okay, I guess I will do my normal 3 here.
Gandalf is questing.
Yeah, that's going to be key.
So, go ahead and send the Took.
So that's 7.
And the guard.
9.
14.
10. 11. My 3 is 14. Wow. That's a lot.
It's not bad.
It's the most we've done so far. We're doing pretty good here.
Alright. So let's do card number 1.
Card number 1. Deal 2 damage and that thing goes by. Okay. It actually gets 3 damage, but whatever. Okay, so that's 1. 2.
Goblin Driver. Oh, that would have been the one to hit.
Right. First player exhausts a card. I'm going to exhaust an Axeman, I think. Okay, that's fine.
Card number 3 is a Wild Warg. And so we could riddle on this one. This is card 3, and I think we probably should to try and get some progress there.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. And it's just card type. So, Matt, I will trust that you know what card type I need to draw.
Alright, and you drew Core Gandalf. Let me make sure I added that to the spreadsheet.
And the Secret Paths.
Oh, that's right, you drew 2.
Yep, I get to draw 2 because of Ori.
Alright, those needed to be updated. Okay. The chart is updating. 67% chance on event.
On event. Okie doke. So are you ready?
Yep.
How many cards do I get to draw?
2.
2. Okay, so event. 1 event. That's a shame. Okay, but 1 event is fine. We're doing this 1 by 1, right? Carl, out there, I'm sure you're listening. You said for us to go take it slowly, so we can't do much more slowly than 1 progress at a time through through stage 2B here. Okay, so
card number 4.
Card number 4. You sure it's card number 4?
Yes, because you blew up the miner,
right.
And we got the driver. We just riddled, and we have the Great Grey Wolf. So this is the riddle where we have to guess 3 different things: type, sphere, and cost.
Yeah, Gimli can kill that thing. I just can't defend it.
I don't have any Wood Sentinel to defend for you.
Actually, Gimli can't kill that thing. So
Why
note
don't I take it then?
note to
Because
self, because
I
Gandalf
can
can.
kill it.
Yeah. Okay. So note to self: when we're developing our nightmare decks, we need ways to do sentinel and
Ranged.
range. Maybe dwarves are really horrible at range, and we want to try to keep it thematic at least a little bit. But we need to at least do some sentinel stuff here. That's got to be the way it works. So
Well, they actually have pretty good with Sentinels. There's Gimli. There's the couple of the Erebor allies that came out in Arid Mithrin have Sentinel, and there's the Armor of Erebor that gives Sentinel as well.
right, and then there's Dine, Spirit Dine, which is my favorite defender in the game. So,
All right.
anyways,
It is 4th threat, and that will put us at
okay, so that's 7,
11.
11. That's so silly.
We could try the riddle. I was checking my odds on that
No,
one.
let's not even try it.
Okay.
Because if we do, we may lose Bilbo. Like, it's not worth doing it. And it would be my odds, not your odds. Okay, but we do make 3 progress.
So we're at 6 there, and
Okay, so you're going to take the Great Grey Wolf, and I'm going to take the Goblin Driver.
yep. And for those watching, pay no attention to my missed key steps. There was 3 progress there. I just actually took it off when I was trying to get rid of the damage.
Uh-huh. Whatever, Matt. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so let's
Shadow up.
Shadow up. I love that. Can we steal that for the podcast? Shadow up.
Sure, why not? I'll probably end up saying it more often anyway on live streams with Grant.
Yeah. Okay, so I will defend this with the Erebor. That guy.
So you have to raise your threat by X, where X is the number of goblin enemies, so 1.
1. Goblin enemies engaged. Right. Okay. So then I'll take a damage from him. Okay. Your turn.
All right, so my Snowborn Scout will defend. And I also have to raise my threat by X, but I have no other goblin enemies, so I don't have to. But Snowborn Scout is
rub it in
dead,
my face.
and I don't have to worry about the...
But you didn't get the... You do have to worry about the effect.
No, because the shadow didn't have a riddle on it.
Oh, if it's dealt with a riddle.
Yeah.
Those wargs, it's always hard to... Because some are, if it's dealt with a shadow or without a shadow, it's very confusing sometimes. So
yeah, in Arid Mithrin, there's a lot of ones right now I'm dealing with where it's like, if this creature is dealt a card without a shadow effect, do X.
Right. Gandalf with his staff. So
all right.
You don't have to worry about it. Okay, so now attack backs.
Yep.
Okay, Gimli's gonna slaughter some orc.
Yep. So I'll put a progress on our main quest there, so we're now up to 7.
Thank goodness.
And Gandalf, my Longbeard Orc Slayer, is 6. I need 7, so Feely and Keely will make us 8, which is more than enough.
More than enough. Okay, that's great. Okay.
Fantastic. All right. So do round. How are we doing on threat? Actually, my threat's not terrible.
Right. Because you know what? I feel like in the last times we've been playing, we've been triggering the magic ring every round too. So.
Right. And we've just been kind of letting it go this time.
Yeah, this time we're just kind of letting it do its thing. So. It's up to you.
I think I will take the 2 threat to keep Gandalf around.
Okay.
So that helped a lot.
That did help a lot. Okay. So Control N. Okay.
Looks like I am getting a Wandering Took.
It's your army of Tooks. I have enough to play Citadel Plate. Okay. I also have Thror's map. I think I'm going to keep Thor's map in my hand for right now.
And we haven't really countered locations, really, since that board glade.
Didn't Thor's map get errated? Did we decide if we're playing errated Thor's map?
We are, and...
Okay. And so after you use Thor's map, you have to discard it. That's the...
Yeah, that's the new errata, and even the latest image pack is still showing the old version, where you just exhaust it.
Right. Right, but right now, locations don't seem to be an issue. Plus, I have a secret paths, which allows me to choose a location in the staging area to reduce it to 0. So, I'm gonna keep it like this for now.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, and now we quest, right?
Yep. Send 5, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Okay, and I'm sending 3, so we're up to 15. And there's 4 in the staging area.
Right.
Okie doke.
Card.
Okay.
Not fair, not fair.
First player names a card type and discards 3 cards from the encounter deck.
You can't cancel that effect.
For each of those that does not match the name type, remove 1 progress token. Okay.
So this is me. I want to say treachery is the most likely in this scenario.
Isn't enemies the most? I don't know, but it also has to do with how many cards are discarded. Ugh.
Okay,
you do.
Vision of Palantir, don't fail me. Okay, here we go. So, standard mode, we have 12 enemies, 13 treacheries, and 6 locations. So, I'm going to play the odds there and say treachery.
Okay.
So, 1, 2, 3, none.
None, so we get to remove 3 progress from that.
Ooh.
That stinks.
Alright.
Okay, well, it is what it is, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Card 2.
Card 2.
Goblin's Caves. Alright.
Okay, that's 3.
3 is Goblin X-Men.
Okay, that's another 2.
4 is Runners. That surges into... It likes riddles.
Okay, well...
I guess we could do the win reveal just to try and make up some of that progress on riddles, but... I don't know. The...
I know, I like just doing 1 riddle, but this is the last one, so, we don't have much to... You know what I'm saying? All we know we're getting 2 riddles. Like, we can get 2 riddles. So, and it's just... And this one is an easy one. Well, the easiest of the riddles, so because it's only cost, right?
Right.
So, I don't know.
Now, the other thing to consider is my deck is at 20 cards. So if we have to keep doing a bunch more riddles, my deck is going to not be able to riddle soon.
Yeah.
I think I'm just going to do the riddle itself.
Okay.
I'm worried about my deck running out. It'll be kind of tough to make progress if I can't riddle at all.
I know.
Alright.
It likes riddles.
Just like riddles.
So of those 18 cards that you have left, let's see, 20 cards.
20 cards left. 0 and 1 cost are tied. I did 1 last time and lost out. Feel like if I pick 0 and it ends up being 1, I'm going to kick myself more. So I'll stick with 1.
Okay.
Make the decision I can sleep with.
Ooh.
And there we go.
There's
we
the
got
one.
it.
Okay, good. I mean, we could continue to do it and see if we get more. That's always the good part, is that you can use up his resources if you wanted to keep going, but it's not required by any stretch. I still have 30 cards in my deck, so I should probably be riddling a lot.
Well, hopefully next turn we get some more of those for that.
Right.
So let's see. We ended up with
10.
7, 9, 10.
Right, so we made 5 progress.
All right, so we're in pretty good shape on questing now for 1B at least.
Yep, we'll travel to the Goblin Caves. Which
Hopefully we don't get a surge train of goblins.
Right, yeah. I don't care which one I take. You can defend the runners a little more easily than I can defend the act. Yeah. Why don't we do
so
that?
I got Gandalf. All right.
Okay.
So I will have Gandalf defend the runners.
Hey,
I have to raise my threat by 1. Over to you.
Okay, I'm going to, I guess, defend with an axe. I could take it undefended, I guess, but I'll just not take it.
And it's 3 attack right now because of the 2 caves. So I guess it was 6 half dozen or another.
Yeah, I'll defend with the Erebor Hammersmith. As long as I'm going to lose somebody, I might as well lose him. Okay.
No shadow.
Okay, so let's attack back here.
Gandalf should be exhausted. He defended that one.
He's tired. He is tired. That Gandalf is.
Oh, my Orc Slayer and Feely can
I
take care of my
I
runners.
could have used Secret Paths. But okay, and then I will kill the Axemen with Gimli. And I'll
put a progress there.
Put a progress, right. Okay, I still have 5 here.
That Secret Path still might be handy
Later on.
Yeah, if we need to make our last bit of progress out of the frying pan.
Yep. Okay, off we go. I guess we should riddle.
Yeah,
right?
We need to riddle hard now,
right?
If we can.
We can, if there's such a thing.
I think because we're going to be riddling more, I need to let my Overhill, Underhill Gandalf go.
I agree with that. Okay, and I get 2 cards here. Okay, so I'm happy with that. So I will put that guy out here.
Veteran Axe Hand, what you drew?
Yep, and a Goblin Cleaver.
Goblin Cleaver. There you are.
Okay, so Thror's Map. I feel like I'm going to just get this guy out here. Okay, I'll just put Thror's Map up here. Let me get the first player token and put it over there. Okay, and let's... I guess we quest, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm still questing for 3. I don't have any readying that I can get on Gimli right now, but Gimli's my really good quester.
Well, Thalon is also your good quester with the
Thalon,
I
could discard a couple of cards in my hand if I wanted to, I guess. I'm going to try to get another Citadel plate on the Gimli here.
Alright, I will send 9, so make us 12.
12 against 4. Okay.
Alright, card 1. What's in my pocket? So this is a riddle. Sphere and cost.
Okay, so Sphere and cost.
For you, it is a tie between lore and tactics for 1 cost.
Okay, so I will do Tactics 1.
And it's a 31% chance for what it's worth.
Oh, good. Okay, so I will do Lore 1, Tactics 2. Well, we gotta spend the money.
Yep.
Okay.
One more?
Yep. Tactics 1. There we go. done.
Fantastic.
Okay,
Right.
so the Blade of Gondolin, Dwarven Axe, and Radagast Cunning.
Yeah, Blade of Gun, that's your second one. Radagast Cunning, that's also your second. And Dwarven Axe, that's your first one of that.
Nope.
Yep.
Okay, so that was number 1. Card number 2.
And 2.
Okay.
The Wild Wargs, which we can riddle on that one as well.
It's just a
That's
card
just
type. I'm in. Let's do it.
All right.
Okay, what's the best type here?
All right, best type for you is event. 70% chance.
70% chance. Okay, and then 2 cards.
2 cards.
Okay, so there's an attachment. And there's an attachment. We've got to spend the money.
All right.
Must be the money. If you want to go and take a ride with me, free willing. Okay, so there's the event. Do we want to spend money to keep doing more, or do we want to
only card
just
2, so
yeah,
I'd say
we'll keep it?
keep
Yeah.
it going.
Yeah.
All right, so we did Hoarder Gondor, Thor's Map, second one, and Secret Paths.
Okay. Discarding them. Okay. So card 3 is another Wild Warg. Okay.
I guess do the riddle.
Might as well.
All right, Wild Wargs. All right, your chances have improved on event. Now you're at 72%.
72%, and I still get 2 cards.
Correct.
Okay, so let's see here. There's an event, and there's an ally. Okie doke. I just wanted to get 2 events. Should I keep going?
Let's see, we're slightly over halfway, and that's our 3rd card. We still have the ring. So do we get to place the progress for each one that's
Yeah.
a success?
It's for each. For each card that matches.
He's only got 2 resources on him. I'd say let's save it for the 4th one. I think we need the resources in the next stage, if I recall correctly.
Okay. Great. Did you get Bofer and the Quick Strike?
I did.
Okie doke.
All right, so card number 4 is
Another Wild Wargs. Okay, well, so did I improve to something else?
Nope. Your event chance is still leading with 71%.
71%. Okay, so here we go. There's an event. I like Lore of Imladris, though. There's another event, so that's 2 events. Do we want to do? I mean, that puts us at 7, right?
It does.
So do we want to try it? Because then we will go through and actually explore everything. We would move on at this point. I just feel like or do we do what do we do here, Matt?
Why do I never? Okay, I just looked at stage 3. There's not actually anything there that says something about using the resources. So, we could keep going.
Here's the thing. Let's do 1, and then if we get the event, then we'll have this other conversation, right? Because this is high drama right now. If we don't get an event, there's no point, right? Because we won't be able to. I mean, we could raise our threat, but that doesn't seem like the thing that we want to do. So,
sounds good.
Okay. Somehow my threat is at 3. I think my threat should be at 36. We were at the same threat, but
I must have been clicked in your threat thing when I was trying to update the spreadsheet at one point.
That's okay. Carl, make sure you tell us what our threat is. Okay, so we'll do 1. We'll do 1 more here. Okay, so spend the resource.
There we go.
Okay. That's an ally. So, doesn't even matter now.
Alright, that was Gandalf.
That was Gandalf. Okay.
Well, the good news is that we had no additional cards there, so we're going to blow through this.
We blow through the active location.
We're making 8 progress.
8 total, so that's
2 there and 6 there.
Right. Good. Okay. Now we just have to riddle.
Yep. And there's nothing to fight.
Right. Okay. Control it, right?
Yep.
And I have a feint and a goblin cleaver. Like, I feel like I'm in a good position right now. I say that, and then all of a sudden some crazy thing is going to happen. Okay, I'm gonna put out a Gondorian Spearman. Okay, so I see you played Cram onto Gimli.
Yeah, I did want to. I thought about moving your cards around a little bit or for space say or whatever, but.
Yo, don't touch my card. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, good.
That's my 3rd Cram, and I played out Overhill, Underhill, Gandalf because if we advance this turn, we'll probably have some enemies to deal with.
Right. Okay, so hopefully, our hope is to advance this turn.
Correct.
Right? And so I don't think we really need to quest for a ton. I mean, I
don't think so either. I'm automatically questing for 4.
Right, and I can quest for my usual 7. Sorry, my usual 3. And that puts us at 7 over 4. Even if we fail the quest, I mean, you could quest with Thorin because he can ready, but you also can attack twice with Thorin if he's ready. You could quest with Glowin if you wanted for an extra 2. Like, you have a lot of options over there, I guess, is what.
Yeah, I think I will make it so we're at least sending 11. Because most of the ones that we've cropped up have been 2 or 3 threat. It just would be like something where if we ended up with a bad Goblin Surge train, that would be the thing that would kind of screw us really up.
Goblin Runner, Wild Wargs, or Great White Wolf, or Great...
Yeah, the Great Grey Wolf.
Great Grey Wolf, that's what it is. I knew it was onomatopoetic, or not onomatopoetic, I knew it was... alliteration there at some point, but I missed.
All right, so that's everyone for us.
Yeah, it looks like we're in a good position here. Okay,
all right.
Plus, I have my Gandalf ready to go. Also,
you do.
Yes, and next turn I'll have enough resources to play it if I need it. So we have a lot of options going on here, so that's good, right? Okay, so 11 versus 4, and our goal here is to try to get through 2B because we're already through 1B. So
correct.
Okay, let's hope that this works itself out.
All right, card 1. It's the Grab Pinch Nab. So we'd have to add goblin enemies from the discard pile.
You know why?
Have Test of Will to cancel it.
You know why we need the resources? I just remembered. It's been so long. On the back of Quest card, we have to reveal 3 cards per player, right? Don't we? And we get to reduce that by 1 by spending Bilbo's resources. Isn't that what it is? For every resource? Or no, is that not true?
I was just looking at 3B. I have to pull it up on Hall of Bayorn.
That's fine.
So, the Caverns Dam was 3A, say. That might be the thing.
It also may be...
Nope. 3. No, 3B doesn't say anything about spending resources to reduce cards. I know that's it must be confusing with Over the Misty Mountains Grims.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so I don't mind engaging one person this time around. You know, like that's not a horrible for me right now. That's not a horrible
treachery.
It's not a horrible treachery, but if we're planning to get through, it may be a horrible treachery because we may end up having a lot of people that we have to engage. So,
yeah, why don't I cancel that then?
Okay.
So I don't want to.
I mean, we've already gone through the encounter deck once, and we've seen all the treacheries that are there. This one is the least fun if we're going to have a swarm of goblins come out. So
right.
Okay. So
card 2.
Card 2. That's reasonable. Miners.
Card 3, Driver.
Okay, Surge.
And
Riddle. Oh wait, the Driver.
So this is the one where we discard for just cost, right?
Right. Both the miners and
double riddle.
The first player exhausts a character you control.
Oh, that's right. I guess a guard.
Right, and each of those guys get a damage. Okay.
All right, so we don't want to probably do the double riddle.
We don't want to do the double riddle, and the single riddle is good. So, unless you have just a variety of different cards in your.
I'm down to one. One cost is still my best bet with a 50% chance.
50%? Okay.
50%.
Well, that's pretty good. And maybe we can get 2 of those, and then we would immediately move on.
Advance.
Right? Yep. Immediately advance, even in the middle of. What happens if we advance in the middle of staging? Does staging stop? I think so, right?
Well, you still have to do all the advancements, so we'd have to do all the wind reveals because we hadn't moved on to quest resolution yet.
Oh, right.
So it's possible we could end up actually placing progress on 3B.
Right.
If we quested well enough.
That'd be weird, but good.
Yep.
Okie doke.
All right. So let's see what we get here. So
Okay.
cost 1.
Oh, Brock.
6.
Oh,
and
Brock.
0. So spend the resource.
Yep.
And there's 3. Okay.
Spend the resource.
There
Okay.
it is.
Good. Okay.
So we make 1 progress, but we'd have to use the ring to try and advance this time.
Yeah, let's not even. I mean, we could use the ring, but we're also. Is this card? This is the last card, right?
Yeah, this is the last card.
I think it's worth rolling the dice, right? Did you put in those 3 cards that you got? I mean, if it was 50%, now, I mean, you have. It's got to be even higher percentage now because it was 16, so 8 of the cards. So now there's 7 out of 12. So now you're talking, 62.5%. How's that for some quick math? 2 plus 2 is 4 minus 1. That's 3. Quick maths.
All right, so exhaust the ring. We each raise our threat by 2.
By 2 or 1?
Each raise player's threat by 2.
Yo. Okay. Let's hope it's a 1 cost. 62%. Oh, come on.
Feely.
No love. Okey-doke.
All right, hasty stroke. And Feely.
I would have loved that, but whatever.
All right, well, we are questing against 9, so we make 2 progress here. All right, engagements. So we've got driver and miners.
I'll take the miners. You can take the driver because you have Overhill, Underhill, Gandalf that you can just
Yep.
deal with. And I will just kill. I mean, you have to give him the shadow card, but I'll just kill with the goblin, with the Gondorian spearman. Just kills the miners.
We don't have to worry about the shadow. All right. Let's see. Do I even need Gandalf to attack and kill? No, because I kept Thorin back, so we'll have Gandalf defend this.
Absolutely.
+1 attack, no problem. So Thorin and the Longbeard Orc Slayer have the 5 damage to kill the driver.
That's amazing. Okay. So now I'm back to first player.
Do I take the 2 threat to keep Overhill, Underhill, Gandalf in play? You have your Gandalf.
I do.
But I guess keeping him in play means we don't have to quest as hard, and if we advance in the middle...
Yeah, we may still be able to put progress onto
3A.
3A or 3B. Probably not 3A.
I'll keep him around this turn, and we'll
Okay.
see how things go.
Yeah, maybe you can get one of those Galathram greetings that you just discarded.
Well, it's one of my 2.
Right. Okay.
Nope, very good tail.
So I just got a foe hammer, and I will draw, and I got Henamarth. So just to keep. Okay, so just to keep bodies on the board, I'm going to put Henamarth out into play. And that's about it. So I'm actually going to keep Henamarth back. Because he can chump, and if we get really desperate with what we are, with a riddle, I can look at the top card in the encounter deck. Not at the beginning, but for Bilbo's draw. If we need Bilbo to draw a card for us.
Okay.
So, but I will do my normal 3. I'm sending a whole bunch to the quest. 3. There's 4.
All right, so that's our automatic 7. We'll make it 11 again.
Okay.
Just do it a different way this time.
Yeah. I was going to say that's a weird way to do it, but that's fine. Okie doke. Let's go. When I say weird, I don't mean that it's bad. I just
I just thought about that for a
with all
second.
your...
I guess I'd have more chumps if I kept them up and sent Gloin, so we'll do it that way.
That's whatever. Doesn't matter. Whatever you want.
All right, card 1.
Card 1.
Wild Wargs.
I will take the riddle on Wild Wargs.
Okay.
And what's the card type?
Your events are still leading at 67%.
67%. Okay. I have 2 cards, right?
Correct.
Okay, I have to shuffle my deck. I don't think I shuffled my deck last time, but I also didn't have anything that helped me stack the deck again. It was still random, right? I don't have a Maladris Stargazer or Gildor or anything that helps me do anything to my deck. Okay, so let's see. 2 cards. Card number 1. There's an event.
Here we go.
But I have to.
You still have to discard the 2.
I still have to discard the 2. So, and then there's my 3rd Gandalf. Okay. So now this is interesting because now we have progressed, and we're in the middle of the staging step. So
Correct.
Do we continue to stage? I believe we do.
Yes.
But we follow the rules of the staging now, because this was card 1. So this was my encounter card. And so now you have yet to do your encounter card.
Right, so after we do the when revealed of the advancement, after that we'll have to do the last card.
Right. So, when revealed, the first player gains control of Bilbo Baggins. Reveal 1 encounter per player and add it to the staging area. And
treachery cards gain surge.
That's the problem. that this has. Is the surging treacheries that are all a pain in the butt. Okay, so...
But we no longer have the lake in the cavern either.
Does it get discarded?
It gets removed from play.
Okay, and so now you have to reveal your encounter card, right?
Well, this is our one revealed. So there's the first one revealed, second one revealed.
Gain surge.
So it doesn't have any effect anyway.
Right.
So we got the Warg's Glade, and now here's my staging card.
Right. Okay, which is gain surge.
Hiding in the trees, so characters all get -1 willpower.
Cannot attack.
Okay, so Gandalf isn't going to be able to attack. I'm losing 4 willpower.
I'm losing 3. Or I'm losing 2 willpower, so that's 1, 2.
So that was really bad.
1, 2,
now we're
3.
down to 5 willpower for that.
Right. Okay, and then it gains surge, right?
Yep. So surge card is the Great Grey Wolf.
So in the staging area, there's 2, 4, 8. Okay.
So we gain 3 threat for that.
I will discard Burglar Baggins to give me +1. I will discard... I will use Secret Paths.
That puts us even.
To reduce it down to 2, and I think that that's about as best as we can hope for. Yeah, I mean, yes?
Yep.
Okay.
So now we're not gaining any threat.
Right. So now we can travel.
Yep, so go to the Warg's Glade or leave it in the stage area since it's not super high threat, and the 4 progress is going to impede us probably more than the 2 threat in terms of getting it out of the fire.
Yeah, but I hate for anything... Because look at that. After a character takes damage from an attack made by a creature, remove 1 progress from the current quest. I just
Which
hate
even
having...
if I take the Great Grey Wolf, well, the current quest has no progress on it either.
I know. We can leave it there. I guess we're only revealing two encounter cards, at least for right now. So,
Right.
Okay, so that's fine.
All right. Then I'm going to optionally engage the Great Grey Wolf.
Okay, I will take the Goblin Axeman. Now we can't attack, right? Isn't that what that card said? Until the end, we can't attack the end of the round, right? Wasn't
Characters get -1 willpower and cannot attack until the end of the round. Correct.
Until the end of the round. Okay, but that doesn't mean I can't use the Goblin Cleaver, right?
That's right.
Right. And Gollum is an enemy and he's attacking. Okay, anyways. I am going to... am I first player? I am first player. So I'm going to use Goblin Cleaver, and I will exhaust the blade, and I will kill the Goblin Axeman.
Okay.
Okay, so we don't get any bonuses for that. He should have gotten it. He should have gotten it.
Yeah, you got Shadow.
Shadow
First.
card. Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
Okay, so now Gollum isn't immune to player card effects.
Correct.
Okay. And he's just attacking for 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, okay, well, I can't attack anyway, so I'll just defend with Gimli.
Makes an additional attack after this one.
Okay, and that says deal on a shadow card, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I will then defend with the Gondorian Spearman and deal 1 damage to him. And And
Okay.
I'll lose the spearman. What does it say?
Exhaust one character you control.
Okay. And the spearman is done. Okay.
Alright, Gandalf will defend for me. Defending character gets -1. No big deal.
Okay. And is that the best we got here?
Yep, because we can't attack, so we're pretty much stuck.
Okay. So Control N.
And Gandalf is going away.
Okie doke. Okay, I have my Gandalf. We need to get through this pretty quick. I realize you're at 48 threat.
Well, the other good news is I just got my Dwarven Tomb, so I could get my Gladrum's Greeting back and drop my threat.
I think,
or I could get Test of Will for a nasty territory we don't want to deal with.
I think that you should get the Galathrum's Greeting.
Okay. Then I will do that, and I will pull it out for the sake of the stream, and because I'm going to immediately be playing it.
Right. Do you have enough resources over there?
I'm not sure.
I know.
Does that say 4 or 8?
Yeah, I don't know. It's way too many. Okay, I'm going to actually play Gandalf. Oh, you know what? I get to draw 2 cards.
You do.
Okay, so I did get a Burglar Baggins too, so that's reasonable for Bilbo questing. You control Bilbo right now, but I'm going to play Gandalf, and I'm gonna kill Gollum with Gandalf.
That's handy. I was just thinking, it's like, oh, he probably comes over and engages me.
Right. Because now I'm assuming that you can kill the Great Grey Wolf on your own, or defend it, chump it, do something, and then we can go from there. But okay, so I think this is where we YOLO, right?
Yeah, pretty close.
Okay.
Quest card.
So I will 2, 3, 7, 9, 10. I'm questing for 10, which is shocking.
Alright, so... So you're questing for 10, you said?
Yes.
With my 12, that puts us at 22.
22.
So card number 1. Alan Miners. Card number 3. Not fair, not fair.
Wait.
Card number 2.
You're going... Okay.
I was counting the ones in the stage area. Alright.
Wait, we still have to do that effect.
Yeah, so this is mine for card type. Well, we determined treacheries are the most common. There's only 8 cards left.
And it doesn't matter because we don't have any progress. It says removed from stage 2.
Okay.
So we still have to discard the 3 cards to keep the integrity of the encounter deck, but it doesn't matter what you say.
Alright, well, we'll just say treachery, and this is going to surge. So, hey, that's a great treachery to see get discarded.
Yes. Okay.
Fantastic. So, surge card
is a treachery. Each player search the encounter and discard pile for discard and put it into play engaged with him. I don't care what.
Well, I think our only option really is Wild Wargs anyway.
Why? Oh, the creature. Okay. Yeah.
So the Great Grey Wolf, I think, is the only other creature enemy.
Yeah. Which is so awesome because isn't this now super thematic? Because now at the end of the game, like this is what happens in the story, right? There's you come out of the Goblin Caves, and now you have all these wargs. So thematically, it just hits on all cylinders. It's my least favorite quest in the game. I make no bones about it, but anyways, it's interesting because now that surges. But
yep.
Okay.
Another one.
So I'll take some more wargs.
Alright. Come on, discard. I'll look at all the cards, not just one.
Is it, and it's only the discard?
It could be the encounter draw pile, but
Okay.
I don't think we want to pull an enemy out. Plus, there's only 4 wild wargs in the entire encounter deck. I remember looking that up for the riddle count.
Right, here we go then. So now we have it exactly like in the... There's an... Surge. Okay.
Surge train. Okay, so there's the Warg's Glade. So we're finally done with all the Surge.
So 7. 7th threat.
Which would put us at 15 progress. Can you boost us with Protector?
I can.
Or
why didn't we quest with Bilbo? But I'll get rid of a Citadel plate.
okay, so that makes us 23, which means we put exactly 16 progress on here, and we win.
Holy cow! See, that break helped us out. I knew taking a break for as many months as we've played. So, we played 7 times. We took a 7-month break. Look, it's perfect. It worked out. And you know what? We may have been in a little bit of trouble with all of these guys, but I don't think we were in that much trouble with these guys, right? I had a feint in my hand, so I could have feinted the Great Grey Wolf. You could have chumped him. We had Bilbo and a Burglar Baggins.
Nah, I had Cram. I
had Cram on Gimli that would have helped. We would have each had to take 3 attacks.
Right. And Thorin had all his hit points, so I could probably have taken a Wild Wargs undefended.
I could have taken a Warg undefended on Gimli. Yeah, it would have been tight, but I think we would have still survived if we had to have.
Yeah. I just don't know how many questers we had ready for the next part of it, but...
Right. Well, that's okay. I mean, that's exactly what we needed to do. We needed to get through and then go. And so, again, even though my least favorite scenario in the game ends up super thematic, because what happens in the story? All the wargs are out. You're, going and going and going, and all the wargs are about to get you, and then the eagles come and rescue the
company.
The company, and that's what's happened. So I'm excited about the way that this ended. So
I'm just glad we managed to actually build up the board states and everything else. It seemed my recollection of our last playthroughs was like I'm struggling to get people out, and we're always trying to get you the Citadel plate and get Gimli good to go, and
it just seemed to be hitting on all cylinders. Which is funny because maybe we just had a bad string of stuff.
Yeah, the counter deck hitting us hard, or one of the decks not firing, and
right. Yeah. Well,
until someone comments that we missed some rules somewhere.
Yeah. Like I said, I think I didn't shuffle my deck once, but I don't think it affected the integrity of the game.
I'm pretty sure I forgot to shuffle mine before the riddles just about every time, but like you said, we don't have any scrying for our player decks, so there's nothing there to be like, oh, you would have known this or that. So everything my deck does is discard off the top.
Right. Top deck the whole time. So, yeah. Well, Matt, I think we're on to the next box finally. So this is exciting, and I think that this also means we get new decks to play with, right?
Yeah, there's new lists in that rule book. I'll have to look them up and see if they're even on Rings DB.
Yeah.
Or either that, I'll just have to make them.
Yeah, one of the two. It'll be fine. Okay, everybody. Well, there you have it. Dungeons Deep and Caverns Dim in the books. Okay, everybody. Have a great day.
Thanks, everyone.